Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 5th of September 2023. Let's start with our session. Kishore Jaina, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sports? So first of all, he is from the state of Odisha and he is a javelin star. Recently, he became the first from Odisha state to represent India at the finals of the World Athletics Championship. So venue of this championship is Budapest, and finally he finished at 5th position with a personal best of 84.77 meters. Okay, so your correct answer would be option number B, javelin throw. Next question says, Pragyan rover of the Chandrayaan 3 mission has confirmed the presence of which element on the moon's surface? So during a recent experiment, the alpha particle X-ray spectroscope on board the Pragyan rover of Chandrayaan 3 detected the presence of sulfur and other minor elements in the lunar south pole region. So this instrument also carries radioactive sources that emit the alpha particles and X-rays onto the surface sample. Okay, so your correct answer would be option number B, sulfur. The next question is, which state raised the OBC quota to 27% in the local bodies? So Gujarat government has increased the reservations for other backward classes in the state's panchayat and urban local bodies from 10% to now 27%. And this decision was made based on the recommendations of the K.S. Javeri Commission, which was formed based on the 2022 Supreme Court order on deciding the level of OBC quota in the state of Gujarat. Okay, so your correct answer would be option number A. Next is, the Asian Development Bank is set to construct 25 megawatt solar power plant in which Indian state? So the Asian Development Bank and the fourth Partner Energy Private Limited signed a long-term loan of up to 1.2 billion Indian rupees to construct and operate a 25 megawatt solar photovoltaic based power plant in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. So it is expected to generate about 50.7 gigawatt hours of electricity annually and increase the clean and low cost energy supply to commercial and industrial customers. Okay, so here correct answer is Tamil Nadu state. Now apart from it, the Goa Shipyard Limited has recently signed a memorandum of understanding for capacity building and collaboration in the ship design and construction with which particular country? So Goa Shipyard Limited and Kenya Shipyard Limited signed a memorandum of understanding for capacity building and collaboration in ship design and construction. So our Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and the Cabinet Secretary of Kenya for Defense held the bilateral talks in New Delhi to promote the military industry cooperation and deepen the maritime security in the Indian Ocean region. Okay, so you can be asked that Goa Shipyard Limited signed a memorandum of understanding for capacity building and collaboration in ship design and construction with which particular country? So that would be Kenya. Next is, what is the new brand identity of Tata for its electric vehicle business? So Tata Passenger Electric Mobility, which is a subsidiary of Tata Motors, has announced the introduction of its new brand identity, that is Tata.EV, for the electric vehicle business. Also, Tata has revealed a logo for its .EV brand, and this brand will be used by the Tata Motors Passenger Electric Mobility division, and it will not cover Tata Motors electric commercial vehicles as of now. Okay, so the new brand identity of Tata for its electric vehicle business is Tata.EV. Also, which Union Ministry has extended the deadline for enabling Aadhaar based payment for the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act workers. So nearly 42% of the workers under this scheme are still not eligible for Aadhaar based payment system, and the deadline for enabling Aadhaar based payment for these workers were extended till 31st of December. And earlier the deadline was 1st of September, and this is the 5th extension that has been given by the center, and it was announced by the Ministry of Rural Development. Okay. Which was the first major sports event to offer equal prize money to men and women? So the 50th anniversary of the US Open was celebrated recently, and with this it became the first sporting event to offer equal prize money to men and women, and this ceremony was attended by former US First Lady Michelle Obama, also former tennis player Billie Jean King, amateur player Gabby Bill, singer Sarah Bareilles, and president of the US Tennis Association Brian Henline. Okay, so this is US Open. Now apart from it, which country's cricket board has recently announced to equalize women's match fees with men's team? So that is England. Okay, basically England cricket board has announced that it will increase the match fees for the England women's cricket team to bring them in line with the men's cricket team, and England joins the likes of New Zealand, India and South Africa in announcing equal match fees for both men's and women's team. Okay, next question is, who is the oldest man to win singles clash at US Open as of 2023? So former US Open champion Stan Wawrinka became the oldest man to win a singles contest at the tournament since 40 years old Jimmy Connors in the year 1992. Also, Swiss veteran who claimed the last of his 3 Grand Slam titles in New York in the year 2016 outclassed Yoshihito Nishioka, who's from the country Japan. Okay, so oldest man to win singles clash at US Open as of 2023 is Stan Wawrinka. Next is, which country has been recently hit by the tropical storm Idalia? So western Cuba was lashed by tropical storm Idalia, and it is likely to turn into a major hurricane as it moved towards the Gulf Coast in Florida. Okay, so evacuations have been ordered by the officials, and Idalia was churning around 80 millions of Cuba's western tip. Okay, so this is the country Cuba. Also, which US state assembly has recently passed anti-caste discrimination bill? So this is California, and the legislature of California has passed the Senate Bill 403, which seeks to add caste among the categories officially protected from discrimination in the state. And this bill introduces comprehensive measures to counter discrimination across the sectors like education, employment, housing and public services. Fine. You can be asked that which US state assembly has passed anti-caste discrimination bill. So that is California. Which European country has announced a ban on wearing the abaya robes in the schools? So this is the country France. The French government announced its decision to ban children from wearing the abaya, which is a kind of loose-fitting, full-length robes that is worn by some Muslim women in state-run school. So basically France has enforced a ban on religious symbols in the state schools since 2004 to uphold its strict brand of secularism, which is known as laicite, right? So your correct answer is France. Also, in a new study that has been published in the journal Nature Scientific Reports, researchers have successfully extracted ancient DNA from a 2900 years old clay brick, which uncovers a wealth of information about the plant life that is cultivated during that area. And the brick analyzed in this study was found in the palace of the Neo-Assyrian king, which is Ashurnasirpal II, which is located in the ancient city of Kalhu in the modern day Iraq? Simply you can be asked that the ancient city of Kalhu is located in which present day country? So that would be Iraq. Which state implements the Mukhyamantri Chiranjeevi Swasthya Bima Yojana? So Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Mr. Ashok Gehlot, has approved an increment in the minimum wages for labourers by 26 rupees per day, and this increment would be effective from 1st of January 2023. Also, he announced that registered insured employees and their dependent families under the Employees State Insurance Scheme of Rajasthan will also get the benefit of Mukhyamantri Chiranjeevi Swasthya Bima Yojana under the ESI category. So, Mukhyamantri Chiranjeevi Swasthya Bima Yojana is implemented by Rajasthan state. Now, can you tell me, as per the annual lightning report, which state recorded the highest number of flashes in 2022 to 23? So, Madhya Pradesh is found to be the lightning hub of India with maximum flashes of nearly 9,87,095 in this time period and the highest deaths of 340 per year, and according to the 4th annual lightning report, and it highlights that the country recorded more than 20 million lightning strikes in 2022 to 23, that is 60% increase in cloud to ground lightning from 2019 to 2020. And the Lightning Resilient India campaign is a collaborative effort between the Climate Resilient Observing Systems Promoting Council and Indian Meteorological Department. Okay. So as per this report, Madhya Pradesh recorded the highest number of flashes in this time period. Next is, which country hosted the 19th African Ministerial Conference on the Environment? So the 19th African Ministerial Conference on Environment was held in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia country, and environment ministers of the African continent have agreed to institute national and regional strategies so as to minimize environmental impacts in the extraction and the processing of critical mineral resources. Okay, so this is the country Ethiopia. Also, Terry Gou is in news these days, and he is to run the Taiwan presidential election. Can you tell me he is the founder of which company? So he founded Apple supplier Foxconn, and recently he announced that he will run as an independent candidate in Taiwan's presidential election, and the presidential elections of this country are scheduled to take place in the month of September this year, means in this month itself. And Foxconn, which is formerly known as Hon Hai Precision Industry Company, is a major supplier to Apple and has many factories in China that manufacture the iPhones, right? So Terry Gou is the founder of Foxconn. Next is Shinon Mira, a center showcasing the history of Darshina tribes, was opened in which state or the Union Territory? So recently Shinon Mira was opened to the public at Gurez Valley in Jammu and Kashmir, and it is a kind of center that showcases the history of Darshina tribe. Basically, it is a strong community of around 38,000 people living in the valley, which speaks the rapidly fading Shina language. And the first such type of cultural center has been curated and developed by the Indian Army and the Lieutenant Governor's Administration. Okay, so this center has been opened recently in Jammu and Kashmir. In this year, 4 products from Jammu and Kashmir have got the GI tag. The first one is Basohli painting. Second is Morel mushrooms, right? And you have to tell me which are the third and the fourth product. Please write your answer in the comment section if you remember. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. And please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minu Zahadsana signing off.